What's up YouTubers, Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a simple wood shelf with metal brackets and a clothes pole. If you guys are new to my channel, do me a favor, click the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, we're going to be using these brackets where the shelf will go here and then our closet rod will hang down a little lower. The first thing you're going to need to do is decide how high you want them. I've gone ahead and measured 68 inches. And that's where I'm going to go with, so they'll be right around here, kind of at eye level for me. So then I'm going to take a level and I'm going to get it nice and straight, and then I'm going to draw a line across the wall. Then I'm going to carry that line all the way across the room. That'll give us a good reference. Okay, now my shelf is almost going to be 8 inches wide, so I'm going to be using 3 brackets. So now what we need to do is we need to find 3 studs for each of our brackets. We'll go along our line up here. And then I can mark where our stud is. I've got a separate video on 5 different ways to find studs if you want to check that video out. I'll also make sure I put the links down in the description to all the tools I'm using today, guys. And another way is a magnet stud finder. This will grab onto the screws or the nails in the studs. And look at that. The magnet just hangs where the nail or screw is. Now where I found the middle of our stud, I'm going to take a level now. Then I'll draw a line down that's the same length as the bracket arm. Then I'll hold our bracket centered on that line and I'll go ahead and mark our holes. Then I'll go ahead and pre-drill the hole for our screw. Making sure we went into the stud. Then we can actually put our screw in first. These brackets have a little cutout that we can put around the screw. And then it'll hang down on that first screw. Makes it a little easier for installation. Then we can pre-drill the bottom. Put that one in. Yeah, that's real sturdy. You're going to want to use 2 to 3 inch screws because you want it to go through the drywall and then get into the stud a good medium amount. I'm using 3 inch. Okay, now to do each bracket on the side, we're going to go off the middle bracket that we did first, and I'm going to use this stick since I don't have a long enough level, and we'll put our level on top of that between the brackets. That way we can get the brackets all level to each other. Then we'll go ahead and give our nice shelf some stain. Darken it up a little bit. Okay, now we can put the shelf on. You're going to want to get a piece of 1 by 12. It's actually 3/4 of an inch by 11 inches wide. And cut that down to length. Now we need to attach the shelf to the brackets, and you just go through these little holes underneath, and you need to get some small screws like this. You're going to want to pre-drill the holes. It's kind of hard to get up in here. Just snug these down good. Okay, since I'm going to install the rod from wall to wall, I got an 8-foot rod. They come in 6 and 8 foot. If you were doing larger than 8 foot, what you could do is you could just meet the rod in the middle of the bracket to go further. But you're going to need some of these closet pole sockets. These are going to go on the wall to fill in the gap between the last bracket and the wall. And these are about 1/8 of an inch thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the total width of the wall. And And then I'll subtract 1/4 of an inch. That's an 1/8 inch for each one of those sockets. Okay, now if you have a wood rod, you can just go ahead and cut it with a normal saw, but if you have a metal one, you're gonna have to use a hacksaw or a grinder. Hacksaw is the easiest and the cheapest method to do it. And I also forgot to mention, you're gonna need to make it even a tiny bit shorter than the total width and the closet sockets so we can lift it in and out. So just maybe 1/8 of an inch, even shorter than that. Alright, now we can go ahead and put our pole up. Make sure it fits. Then we're going to take our pole sockets and we're going to put a piece of tape over the face of it. Then we'll slip it onto the end of our pole and hold it up against the bottom, and then we can tape it to the wall. Then we'll remove the closet rod, and then we can just drill right through the hole here. And we got it right where we need it. And we'll take a little bigger bit and we're going to drill it out. Then you're going to want to get a couple of these plastic drywall anchors. We're going to put them in, just tap it in with your hammer. Then we can go ahead and just screw our socket into that anchor. Make sure the cup's facing down. Alright, there we go. Just put the cut end of your closet rod in this socket, the solid one. Okay, now lastly we want to put one mounting screw in the middle right here on this middle bracket at least. You're going to have to pre-drill that as well. If you've only got 2 brackets, you should probably put it on both of them, but if you have 3, just put one in the middle. You know, that just keeps it so someone doesn't just knock it from underneath and it come off. Alright guys, and that's how to build an easy shelf with clothes rod. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, do me a favor, subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY, guys. Keep on doing it yourself. Take care.